Namo Aditapa. Thank you for joining me for our daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This beautiful sound calls us back to our true home. The first mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of people, animals, plants, and minerals. I'm determined not to kill, not to let others kill, and not to condone any act of killing in the world, in my thinking or in my way of life. For our Dharma lesson, we're reading Ajahn Munindo's book, Unexpected Freedom. And today we're reading from Chapter 2, The Two Orientations of Effort. One way of illustrating this task of translating the practice is to look more closely at how we internalize the teachings. If the kind of effort we make is not coming from a place of confidence, not only are we wasting energy, but we could actually be doing harm to ourselves. I see a lot of confusion in the way many meditators relate to the different types of effort required in practice. There is sometimes quite a naive hope that by endlessly plugging away, doing what they have been doing for years, something good will come out of it. These days, I feel convinced that there are basically two different and distinct orientations to effort: goal orientation and source orientation. For many years, I tried to practice by having a goal out there to strive towards. My understanding of the teachings as I heard them was that this was what I should be doing. I received instructions and various techniques which were oriented towards realization of this goal. The goal was called enlightenment or the deathless and so on, but it was always out there in the future. I was encouraged to make great effort to achieve the goal and to break through these things that obstructed progress towards it. And even when the words didn't directly say that the goal was out there, that was the message that I heard. Eventually, I found myself in a terribly frustrating knot. At one point, I felt that my whole commitment to practice was seriously challenged. Gratefully, with some help, I came to realize that the struggle I was caught in was about the very feeling of having to get somewhere. I had internalized a sense that I had to fix myself somehow, change what I was, and get somewhere else. Clearly, it wasn't working, so I gave up. In giving up, I experienced a feeling like that of beginning a journey home. What a relief. Just as I was beginning to wonder if the journey itself was about to come to a sudden and sad ending, I felt I could settle into something perfectly natural. And with this shift came a feeling, initially unnoticed, of being genuinely, personally responsible. This was new. From this experience, I developed a practice characterized by a strong sense of trusting in that which already exists. This was altogether different from striving towards achieving some goal. The effort that this new appreciation spontaneously called forth was not seeking. My attention was, and is, looking and feeling in this moment, inquiring, where and when do I decide this situation is somehow inadequate, or wrong, or lacking? I found that I was able to notice quite clearly when I was imposing on life some notion of how it should be, thinking it shouldn't be this way, it should be that way. My practice became that of simply but resolutely being with this awareness. Now I refer to this as source-oriented practice, in which a trusting heart intuits that what we are looking for is right here, not anywhere else, not somewhere out there. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Namo Adida Fa. Thanks so much for joining me today.